What's going on, everyone? This is Grixon. This is a key I did this week. I don't know, it was a 18 Mechagon. I haven't played for a couple weeks actually. I don't know, decided to check it out, run a key on Necrotic, and just, fill a weekly slot for some gear. My heart hasn't really been into this season. I don't know why. It's good. I just haven't really been super interested. Kind of waiting for Dragonflight now. So this is something you can do in Mechagon where you solo, and the reason for that is these mortar things that come out. If you're the only one here, they'll all target you, and then you can backpedal and put all of them in it, and it does friendly fire to them. So if you kind of do this correctly, you'll make it, you'll kill the pack very fast. And then everybody can come down as it's finishing to fight. So it's a nice way to, kind of catch up. Like, I don't know. If you're doing lower keys, it's probably not super necessary, but it becomes very nice as you keep playing. And it's good practice. Like, this is something that'll be super good in higher keys. Also, this I don't know what you call him, this freaking guy that's been following me around. He has 3 stacks of armor on him, and he takes, it's by 33% each stack that he takes less damage. So you have to have him hit these hammers, and it takes a stack off each time. So you have to do it 3 times so he takes normal damage. So it goes like 99, 66, 33, and then nothing kind of thing. And then do your best to group these guys up just for that cleave, that sweet, sweet cleave damage. Oh, it's so good. Venting flames, watch out for that. Venting flames is no frickin' joke. Get out. If you see it, just move. Like, AMS can save you. Oh my god. AMS can save you a little bit, but venting flames is like nothing to mess with. So that happens, especially on a tyrannical key, and you go like higher dungeon, like higher keys from this, just get out. Don't even mess with it, just get out. Yeah, basically, like, when the tank does his little like sprint on somebody, just watch out for that. But the big thing is vent jets, man. Get out of vent jets. Don't even mess with that. It does a lot of damage, even through AMC or AMS. All right, once that's down, it's pretty, tank and spank. Just watch out for the mines that he drops. Whirling Edge is 100% physical, so like Icebound Fortitude or Rune Tap will be great here. I don't know what's going on with this person. I said, yay, we did a thing, and apparently it's a girl, and she's like, penis. I don't know what's up with her. I'm like, alright, whatever you say. Like, I understand there are some girls out there who like really try and get the attention by like saying off the wall stuff, and that's fine, but I don't know, it just kind of came out of left field, and it's like, okay, you have a vagina, that's cool. I really don't care like what's between your legs, as long as you play the game and you're decent at it, which, can be a good thing for some people. Like, some women see that as a breath of fresh air, like someone who doesn't care if they're male or female, just as long as they play good. And then some women get upset about that. I don't know, just in my experience. Like, I'm 33 years old now, and I actually met my wife playing video games. And that's something that she liked, was that I was, you know, not really caring about her gender. It's just one of those things that, like, it can be super annoying having guys be like, quote unquote, nice guys. Sorry, I got a text message. Her ears must have been burning. 1 second here. So these oozes, there's different spots that like people want to line of sight. So you want to take like these oozes in 3 different sections. One, your team can line of sight around like that kind of like rib cage area. The second one is on this pole, and the third one is on the same pole. So just kind of bring them back to the spot. You know, if you were confident in your abilities, you could actually pull them now. If not, then, you know, you just gotta kind of hang out and wait. You know, especially if you have melee DPS, you gotta remember that they actually have to physically run around that pole or die. So, oh, I slept myself. That actually almost sucked. Lichborn gets you out of sleep, so, you know, blood DK is OP. So yeah, we met on Counter-Strike, actually. And it was like a community. And, you know, one thing that she was attracted to me about was that I don't know, I didn't care that she was a girl. if that sounds weird or not, I don't know, but I just wanted to play the game. I just wanted to have fun. And the fact that I didn't give her special attention or like try to be super like white knight about it, she liked that. I don't know if there's any girls in the chat. Hopefully you understand. I mean, you probably do understand. Any guys in the chat, just yeah, treat them like human beings, and you'd be surprised. They take notice. I always go Zilgamux here. Some people skip. I don't. I don't know. It's not a horrible pull, and 3 stacks before the first boss, or before the second boss, is pretty nice. 3 stacks of haste, so that's, what, 3% haste? It's pretty good. Oh, did anybody see that Cyberpunk 2077 anime? The Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix? Oh my god. It was so good. I've actually watched it twice, to be honest. Like, I'm not a big anime person, but wow, it was really good. If you played Cyberpunk, or even if you didn't, if you just like, it's kind of like that like old 80s style of anime where that's like super hyper gory. Like, I don't know, they don't pull any punches, and it's pretty good. Like, I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. It was very awesome to watch. When he's gonna do his blood siphon, try and line your cooldowns up with it. So like AMS and AMZ, or anything, even Tombstone, because it gives you an absorb. Anything for blood siphon will just, he'll heal less and you'll get less of a shield from it. Okay, so if you don't know this fight, the big deal about this fight is not breaking those cubes early. And then if you can get this correct, this is not what you need to be doing here. He's going to do vent flames, and when that happens, you gotta LOS him. And so there is a way you can put him, if you position correctly, you can still attack him and be LOS'd for vent flames. So, no matter what key level you're doing, I would suggest always practicing it, because the higher the key level you go, the more it's necessary. You gotta get his shoulder square with it, and then when it is, see, like right here, look, I'm trying to figure it out, I'm trying to get there. See, look, I can attack him without getting hurt right now. So if you can reproduce that every time, it's a pretty big deal. So when you get to the higher keys, it's kind of like a prerequisite to be able to do that. So after the explosive leap, you want to start positioning him to where you can get those shoulders square with a corner. So I think I've got it right here, and I need to back up. And there's a weak aura you can get that tells you, see, I'm not square here, I need to back up. I end up just like healing through it and just not caring. But there's a weak aura that'll tell you if you're in range to get hurt or not. So it can really help you learn, like, okay, positioning wise, this is what I need to do. So explosive leap, you need to be out so you don't break one of the cubes. And then you need to try and get him square in here. So I still need to get him through a bit more. I didn't move him quite enough. Ooh, that's scary. I actually should have died there. B-res, daddy. It's that same thirsty girl. End up just not interacting with her after that. With her whole... I don't know, when girls like really flaunt that they are women, I don't know, I end up just like disengaging from it, because it seems like they're just like fishing for compliments. I don't know. Again, this may be a hot take, this may be polarizing, and I apologize in advance if it is, but I don't know, I am who I am. AMS can, if you don't have a warlock for this, AMS does wonders here. So I am on Linux, and I was trying to use, so on the top left of my screen, I use a program called Mango HUD, and this is something for Linux, and it basically lets you see your graphics card, your CPU, the usage it's used, and the temperature, and then also like what type of program it is. So like DirectX 11 would be DirectX to Vulkan. So in Linux, we don't have DirectX. So any Microsoft programs of DirectX, it has to be translated to Vulkan. I mean, this is all technical stuff, so just tune this out if you don't care. So if it's DirectX 11, we go DirectX to Vulkan, DXVK, DirectX to Vulkan, and it translates it in real time. And then if it's DirectX 12, it is a different program pretty much that translates. And for WoW in particular, DirectX 12 like sucks serious penis. Like, it is not good. Low graphics card utilization and less FPS. Hence 40 FPS, like just chilling. Like just doing this. So after this run, it was like an experiment. I wanted to see like how good it was. Not good. I'm gonna stick with DirectX 11 translating to Vulkan. It definitely gives me like, I'd say 40% more FPS. And in WoW, more FPS means less milliseconds of lag, which means, I can squeeze in more abilities, usually. in the stream just looks better usually. So in general, it's always good to test new things and see how you feel about it, but I was mostly concerned about having consistent FPS during my recording to have a better product for YouTube, if that makes sense. Okay, in my route, I don't grab this guy. He isn't needed. I guess he could be free. Oops, sorry. He could be free. I mess up right here. Oh no, Jesse, get out of there. I mess up right there. Easily avoidable, but I done goofed. One of my viewers, Tess really liked one of my videos. I said like some blood DKs fold like lawn chairs. That one tickled. I don't know. I feel like I got stuck there and I folded like a lawn chair. And the context of that is like a lot of newer blood DKs, because they're meta, they don't really like cycle their cooldowns well, and you can tell a good blood DK versus a great one on how well they just use their cooldowns. Just use them. Smooth out that damage profile, and the best way to learn how to smooth it out is just play it, record your gameplay, and then just work on it. You know, like, ooh, rewatch it and be like, oh man, I could have totally popped IBF there. It was up, it was ready to go. Because if you don't keep it on cooldown, if you only use it 3 times in a dungeon, you missed out on like 6 different IBF opportunities to have less incoming damage taken. That's what being a tank really is all about. It's just smoothing out your damage profile as much as possible. So for this fight in particular, if you are a priest, you can mind control the Tinkerer and then have the squirrels. So you can send the squirrels to hit our enemies and you will be top DPS like by far. If you can master it, you want to mind control the Tinkerers and send the squirrels. And if you're really good at it, you can bring the squirrels onto the boss and do like top DPS even on this next fight, which is like a huge leg up if you can manage it for, you know, a tyrannical key on this fight. So okay, so as a blood DK or just tank in general, the name of the game here is to fight him, dodge things, and the second that plant comes out, you want to stun it and attack it. And even if you aren't a tank, if you're DPS, it doesn't matter who you are. That plant needs to be stunned and focused immediately. No questions. So I like to keep, this is Faux Guild's raid ability timeline that I have on the like left side of my character profile. Or character. It has like a the abilities are like descending downwards, and it tells you how many seconds until they happen. Look for that plant. When it's about to happen, you need to be ready to go over there, stun it, and attack it. So I don't know about anything but tank, but the activate plant, it's got 50 seconds left until it comes up again. So just look, take a mental note of it. If you have DBM or whatever, it's going to be more of like a bar ticking downwards. Just make sure it's in your brain, like, okay, it's coming up in 15 seconds. Like just real quick, just something very fast. Okay, it's got 10 seconds. Just get the information and then keep what you're doing at hand. 2 seconds. Now you should be looking around for it now. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, it's over there. We need to stun it ASAP and attack it. This will make this boss go so much faster because that plant will straight up murder somebody if everybody doesn't actively switch to it. It's not such a big deal on fortified weeks, but tyrannical weeks, it will kill your team. So the second it's up, it needs to be stunned and it needs to be focused. It matters more than anything else. So you just need the information quickly, 5 seconds left, and then just grab the information and focus on what's happening immediately in front of you, so that way you can dodge cog wheels and all that good stuff. I always grab this. I always grab both of these. This one right here, this is the one that needs to die first. The one on the top of the stairs. Sorry, I got a burp. Sorry. The one on the top of the stairs is the one you want to focus first, because that's the one that you need to kill to start the RP. So every second counts. This was my mistake for not marking it as skull, but that's the one that needs to die first. See, we killed the bottom one first, which is the wrong call. The top one needs to die first, so that way you start the RP to be able to keep going. Okay, so then you can go. So I would say for workshop, honestly, you want a warlock. Workshop really needs a warlock. It makes the life so much easier, because there's 2 different times when warlock is clutch. After the second boss, that little mini room with like the conveyor belt, warlock can just skip that whole thing, which is great. And then here, after this pull, they can skip the last pull. You can invis it, but you need to invis and hug the edge, because the affix, the dreadlords, pretty much have true sight. So if you get too close to them, they'll see you in aggro. So look, our Shadow Priest has mind control of the Tinker, and if you saw, he's like pretty high up there in damage just from squirrels. Look, he's about to shoot up right now. Boom, look at him. Boom. You see how quickly he shot up on DPS just from the squirrel? So if you play Holy, Discipline, Shadow, I don't care. If you play Priest, you need to learn this tech. I can't help you with it because I don't play it, but read up on it and learn from it, because it is like, it's a big deal. It will make or break this key, honestly. On the higher levels of play, you need to be doing it. Okay, so this is when you would want to have a Warlock Gate skip this. Otherwise, you need to do an Invis Pop. And you need to hug the wall. Braun, I think, pulled. I think Braun pulled there. So whoever had Braun... Hold on, who pulled here? I don't know who they're on. I didn't do a good job looking. It looks like they were on the Priest first. And this guy says GG right away. And of course, like, this is just classic Pug BS where they start deflecting on each other, but the Priest died because he had aggro. And like I said, you can invis skip this, but you have to be very, very careful, because it can definitely happen. So what I did here, if you didn't see, is I had enough. I immediately tagged something so I'd have enough runic power. So I put a battle res on somebody who could res. So I put it on the paladin because I know they can res. I just did it really quick. So that way they could res and then just get us all past it. Unfortunately, the mage and the frickin' healer resed and then they released. So they have to go back through again. It would have been faster if they didn't release. I put a battle res on somebody and then we just start here. Didn't happen, but we can still time this. If you look at damage, damage is okay. It's not that great, but it's still decent. I don't like that I'm doing more than the paladin though, overall. And I haven't raided at all this season, so I don't have gavel. I don't have any of like the targeted stuff. I only say that to say like I shouldn't be doing more than a DPS, considering I don't have any of like the really OP raid stuff like gavel or defense matrix. Okay, someone just died. That sucks. Because, you know, his name's Perry Sucks, which it's kind of a personal attack against me. Like, you think about it, Blood DK is Perry all the time, and his name is Perry Sucks. I was like, excuse me? Just like vent flames don't get in that, and these Giga Zaps. Try and see who it's on. You can come and clutch. If Giga Zap's on you, AMS it. If Giga Zap's on somebody else, aim Z for them. It's a big deal. It does a lot. And it's completely, you know, I think it's nature damage. I'm not sure what it is actually. We'll see in the video here when I get Giga Zap next. I think it is nature damage, to be honest. But AMS and AMZ can negate that a lot. So Giga Zap is on somebody else. So if I would have AMZ'd him, he would have taken like no damage from it. This liftoff thing, just back up. Don't even be in it. It's a lot of damage. It focuses on somebody and they need to recognize that and back away. But either way, we just need to not be in it. Alright, same rules apply. AMS and AMZ are like super good here. Staying out of these electric fields. Giga Zap, people want to spread out a bit for a Giga Zap. I AMS'd it, see? I did AMS. I didn't take a single dot. I didn't take any damage from it. AMS is like super strong. Blood DK is super strong. Even when we're not OP, we're super strong. Like if you play, that's why I love Blood DK. Honestly, if you can play Blood DK, please do it, because like your nuts will never feel so huge as when you're playing Blood DK, because it rewards you so much for playing good. If you play well, your healer doesn't care about you. Like Archie, who I play with all the time, he got used to just like not healing me except for keeping his buff up. Like unless I specifically call for it, if I don't call for it, he just does damage. And that is the strength of Blood DK, is you are so self-reliant, your healer can just do damage instead. And that is a huge heal increase, right? I mean, not heal increase, damage increase. Because if the healer doesn't have to heal you, that's more globals he can spend, or she, doing DPS. So it's an overall DPS increase. Kick his zap on me. So, a good healer will recognize, oh, you're a blood decay, I don't have to worry about you. So I will just do damage. Make the key go faster, make it easier. And then a good blood decay will just recognize, I don't care what kind of healer I have, I'll just be a boss. And yeah, done well, blood decay can really increase damage a lot. So that was it. It was pretty easy. You know, we didn't die. We were never in danger for this. It was a lot of points for me because I haven't been playing like at all this season. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. You know, that whole like, comment, subscribe thing is like part of the algorithm. You know, I appreciate it and it helps me out. And if you would like to join, I have a Discord. There's active people in there always chatting. And if you ever need help with anything, you can get a hold of me there. So Discord will be in the description as well. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for being here. And yeah. I will post a new video soon. I think the next video will actually be a key review. So look out for that from a viewer's key review submission. And yeah, thanks again. Bye. Oh yeah, here's the HPS and DPS. Alright, bye. For real.